What am I going to fucking tell me? Fucking bite your nose off, you dickhead! I will bite your fucking nose and ears off! Yeah.
It's bad behavior. It's bad behavior because it's big man. It's father. It's not street fighter. This is like son.
John Fury has once again stirred up controversy ahead of the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship rematch between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk. This time, John Fury escalated tensions by directly confronting Usyk during a meeting between both camps as they prepared for media duties. The incident has raised eyebrows among boxing fans and professionals, many of whom are growing increasingly weary of John Fury's unpredictable antics. Interestingly, John Fury's absence during the initial press conference weeks ago was seen as a welcome reprieve, with the event being notably calmer and more composed. Tyson Fury, often known for his brash behavior during such events, maintained an unusually restrained demeanor, perhaps due to the absence of his outspoken father. Surrounded by the likes of Frank Warren, Eddie Hearn, and Spencer Brown, Tyson managed to keep things professional. However, with John Fury now back in the picture, the atmosphere has taken a volatile turn. During the recent clash, John Fury confronted Usyk, claiming that his son would bring the heat and that Usyk should prepare for what's coming. The situation escalated when Usyk's manager stepped in to separate them, lightly pushing John Fury back. This only fueled John's anger, leading to a loud tirade where he even challenged Usyk to a fight. Despite the commotion, Usyk remained calm and walked away to continue his media commitments, while John Fury had to be removed to diffuse the tension. Many have noted that the atmosphere would have been far better had John Fury stayed away altogether. In stark contrast to this chaos, the earlier press conference between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk had its share of banter but was free of any real hostility. The fighters exchanged verbal jabs and taunts, but the event remained orderly, a rarity in high-stakes boxing presses. The latest pre-fight press conference, held at London's iconic Guildhall, showcased the fighters' playful sides in a unique and entertaining spectacle. From one-word answers to quirky antics, the event was anything but ordinary.
Okay guys, so please set the stage, please.
Usyk stole the show by arriving dressed as Agent 47 from the Hitman video game series, complete with a shaved head, a tailored suit, and a military-style briefcase. The briefcase hilariously contained a photo of Usyk landing a clean punch on Tyson Fury during their first fight. Never one to shy away from a joke, Tyson Fury signed the photo and returned it, jokingly quipping that it would probably end up on eBay. Despite the light-hearted exchange, Fury issued a serious warning, acknowledging the need for greater focus and strategy if he's to secure victory in the rematch. He also reminded everyone that he has never lost a rematch in his career, a fact he believes will hold true against Usyk.
Universally recognized heavyweight world champion, Oleksandr Usyk. And at this time, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
While Fury has downplayed the difficulty of their first fight, repeatedly stating that Usyk neither surprised nor challenged him, the reality is that Usyk delivered a commanding performance back in May. The Ukrainian came back from a tough start to wobble Fury and dominate much of the bout, ultimately earning a razor-close but decisive points victory. With the rematch set for December 21 in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, Usyk has shown he's not only a skilled technician, but also a master of psychological games, as evidenced by his humorous yet calculated antics at the press conference. As the countdown to fight night continues, all eyes are on these two heavyweight titans. Fury's confidence and experience in rematches clash with Usyk's technical brilliance and mental fortitude, setting the stage for what promises to be an unforgettable showdown.
Nice one.
Oleksandr, if you'd like to show the camera, please.
You will find it tomorrow on eBay.
Whether Fury's claims of an easy rematch hold any truth, or whether Usyk will once again outclass the Gypsy King, remains to be seen. The world will find out on December 21. The events leading up to the rematch between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk have sparked a range of opinions. And while the majority may agree on certain aspects, it doesn't necessarily mean Fury is wrong in his views. After all, he was the one in the ring, feeling the fight firsthand, and his perspective is unique, one that none of us, as spectators, can truly match. Even Usyk, the man Fury shared the ring with, may not have the same insight into the fight. Ahead of their December 21 rematch, Fury was asked if anything about Usyk surprised him during their May bout. Fury, in his typical candid style, responded on TNT Sports, saying, "To be honest, it was actually easier than I thought it would be. I had heard from Tony Bellew and Anthony Joshua that this guy is impossible to hit. He's like the Matrix." So I expected to miss a lot, but in reality, he was much easier to hit than I anticipated. That made me a bit complacent because every time I threw an uppercut or a feint, I connected. This remark stood out at the press conference, not just because it was revealing, but because you could feel the conviction behind it. It's entirely possible that both statements hold some truth. Fury was decisively beaten by Usyk in May, but he also walked away with valuable insights that could prove crucial in their upcoming rematch. For Fury, Usyk is no longer an enigma or a mythical figure. He's now a known quantity. Fury now knows that Usyk is easier to hit than expected, and that his earlier complacency, stemming from a false sense of control, played a significant role in the loss. With this new understanding, Fury is determined to approach the rematch more strategically and with a sharper focus. If Fury's analysis holds any weight, this could give him a significant advantage. His confidence might even be higher heading into the rematch than it was before their first fight, despite coming off a loss. Before the first fight, Usyk represented the unknown, which created an air of uncertainty for Fury. This time, he is well aware of what he's up against. The first fight shifted in momentum when Fury seemed to be settling in, working Usyk's body and looking set to take control. However, as he began to relax and feel confident, Usyk seized the opportunity and the fight changed dramatically. It was at that moment, when Fury perhaps got a little too comfortable, that Usyk turned the tide. Fury's account of the first fight makes sense, and there's enough evidence in that bout to support both his perspective and his belief that he could have done better. However, Usyk's ability to turn the fight around speaks to his skill and resilience, traits that have defined his career. Despite Fury's early success, Usyk's consistent ability to adjust and outsmart his opponents ultimately played a pivotal role in his victory. So, while Fury may have found Usyk easier to hit than anticipated, what likely surprised him most was Usyk's ability to maintain composure and do what he has done to every opponent in his undefeated career: turn the fight around when it matters most.
Focused and a little bit more smart to get the victory. As it would seem, my rematch.
This was the real lesson Fury learned that night. In addition to the intense media build-up, Tyson Fury's father, John Fury, has also been involved in the drama, this time engaging in an altercation with Usyk's team during the pre-fight media day. John Fury was seen attempting to headbutt a member of Usyk's entourage, and security had to step in to separate the two. Afterward, John Fury was pictured with blood pouring from a cut, adding another layer of tension to the already heated build-up to the rematch. Tyson Fury's father, John Fury, headbutted a member of Oleksandr Usyk's entourage after the individual disrespected his son. John Fury admitted that he was left bleeding from his forehead following the altercation, which took place in the lobby of the Riyadh Hilton Hotel in Saudi Arabia. The incident, which quickly went viral on social media, showed John Fury charging towards Stanislav Stepchuk, a member of Usyk's team, wearing the Ukrainian fighter's tracksuit. Fury had to be restrained by security to prevent further escalation. John Fury explained that the altercation began after Usyk's camp repeatedly shouted his fighter's name at Fury's entourage. "I was just sitting there, minding my own business," he told IFL TV, wearing a cap to cover the mark on his forehead. "All I could hear was Usyk, Usyk, Usyk. It was madness," he continued. Fury said the situation escalated when one of Usyk's team members entered his personal space, prompting him to respond physically. "Some little idiot came into my space," Fury said, explaining that he had tried to remain calm and asked everyone to be respectful. "When they start disrespecting my son, I had to do something," he added.
Whoever I've faced more than once has been knocked out in the rematch, so I'm envisaging something similar in the second fight with Usyk.
The confrontation occurred on Monday when both camps crossed paths in the hotel lobby, leading to a tense exchange that overshadowed the pre-fight media day ahead of the upcoming undisputed world heavyweight title fight. The two camps were chanting in support of their respective fighters, but John Fury crossed the line by becoming physical and headbutting Stepchuk. While there was a football-like atmosphere with both sides chanting, Fury's behavior was seen as aggressive and inappropriate. Footage of the incident showed Fury making contact with one member of Usyk's group, and after being pulled away, appearing to headbutt another member of Usyk's camp. The 59-year-old Fury ended up with a cut on his forehead, which continued to bleed despite his attempts to wipe it away. Security had to intervene multiple times as tensions mounted. Usyk's camp continued to chant his name, which further fueled Fury's anger.
I ain't waiting for Tyson anyway.
When asked about the incident, John Fury reiterated that he had been provoked. "I was just minding my own business, but they were disrespecting my son," he said. "All I could hear was Usyk, Usyk, and some guy trying to be clever and get in my space. No one was bothering them. We were just chanting for my son." Fury emphasized that he was defending his son, saying, "At the end of the day, I'm going to stand up for my son. He's the best in the world, and I want people to respect him. When they don't, something's got to happen." Fury later walked away from the scene, shouting, "We live for blood and guts." Despite his actions, John Fury did offer an apology, telling Seconds Out, "Sincere apologies to everyone involved. It's just the way we are. Emotions are running high." He reiterated that he had been provoked, adding, "If you come into a fighting man's space, you're going to get something. What matters to me is respect for my son, and I didn't get any of that. He mentioned my son, and that was it. He had to have it." Fury seemed unbothered by his own injury, stating, "It doesn't bother me bleeding. We're fighters. This is what we live for." Usyk's promoter, Alex Krashuk, expressed regret over the situation, calling it a bad look for the sport. "At first, I thought one of our guys hit John, but after seeing the video, I realized it was the other way around," Krashuk said. I apologize for that misunderstanding, but John's behavior was inappropriate. He needs to apologize, as this doesn't reflect well on us. Krasiuk also pointed out that such incidents could escalate tensions between the two camps. If it got out of control, it wouldn't be good for anyone, he said. Usyk would say, "Don't touch my guys, they are dangerous." Tyson Fury, who was in a separate room speaking to the media when the altercation occurred, was shocked when he later saw his father covered in blood. Despite his concern, Fury couldn't help but laugh at the situation. "What's happened to your head, you silly man? How did you cut yourself like that?" he remarked. Initially, Tyson Fury was unaware of the full details of the altercation. He only knew there had been a scuffle, and when asked about it, he admitted he didn't know much. "I didn't see anything. I was in the room doing interviews. I'm not here for that kind of drama. I'm here to do my job and go home to rest," the heavyweight champion said. However, after learning about the incident from his father, he became more upset in a subsequent interview. "Of course, you'd expect someone as vocal and dramatic as my dad to exaggerate a bit," Fury remarked. "But after hearing everything from him, I'm even more furious. It was crazy. He wants some blood, and I'll get it for him. I'll take care of it in the ring." He added, "Now we know who the real fighter is." According to Sky Sports, Saudi Arabian authorities confirmed that no charges would be filed, and no further action would be taken at this time. Despite this, boxing fans have called for John Fury to be banned from attending the upcoming heavyweight unification fight. Known for stirring controversy in the lead-up to big fights involving his family, John Fury's latest violent outburst has raised the stakes. Many boxing fans are outraged by his actions, with some calling for severe punishment. One fan posted on X, "Ban him from attending the fight." Another commented, "Why does John Fury have to make everything about him? I've never seen any other boxer's father crave the limelight this much. Embarrassing." Others described John Fury as an absolute clown for his actions, while one user wrote, "He headbutted the smallest guy, tells you everything you need to know about him." John Fury has a history of violence, having served 3 years in prison in England for assault after gouging a man's eye during a fight. Tyson Fury, upon seeing his father's bloodied face, was shocked but remained calm. The unbeaten Fury will face Usyk for the first time at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, where Saturday's clash will crown the first undisputed heavyweight champion since Lennox Lewis in 2000. Tyson Fury feels the weight of history, stating, "I can't wait. It's unbelievable to be out here. Everyone's on a high, and boxing in Saudi Arabia is fantastic. I'm going to enjoy this week because it's been years in the making." Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion, won the WBA, IBF, and WBO titles by defeating Anthony Joshua at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in 2021 and successfully defended them in Jeddah a year later. Despite several failed attempts to set up a fight with Fury, an agreement was finally reached in September. However, the original fight date of February 17 was postponed due to a cut Fury suffered in training. "This is very important for me, but it's also important for my country," Usyk said. Before the fighters step into the ring, a week of promotional events awaits. Tyson Fury is expected to target Usyk with mind games, but the Ukrainian champion is unfazed. "I'm doing well, I'm happy, and I'm hungry," Usyk said. "I don't care how Tyson acts this week. I'm ready. What happens at the press conferences doesn't matter to me. I don't think about Tyson Fury right now. I've seen him in many fights. I don't know how he'll box against me, but we'll see when we're in the ring." And that's a wrap for today's update on the world of boxing. The tension is building as Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk prepare to face off in what promises to be a monumental heavyweight showdown. We'll be sure to bring you all the latest news and behind-the-scenes action leading up to the big fight. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and stay tuned for more exclusive content. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.